The most important sign that you will encounter in your daily life that you have too much time on your hands, that you need to expand into a hobby, or that you need to especially pursue more spiritual disciplines, is that your primary default in conversation or your interactions on the internet would be in the form of complaining. Whether that's the only reason you get online to leave a review for a restaurant is that you're going to give it a negative one. The only time that you would pause on a post and respond to it is to criticize. That the only reason that you would say something about something else on the internet is a negatively tuned post. That when you immediately after the how you do's in a conversation, you immediately start going into how things are not going well at work, or that, because quite frankly, this is a reality. There's always something to complain about. Gas prices are too high, and inflation is too high, wages are too low. There's always something available to complain about that anyone is more than happy to sit there and listen to you complain about. But there's also more than ample opportunities in every environment situation for you to be positive instead, for you to be generous and grateful instead. However, we choose to overlook those things because we take them for granted. We don't even notice the fact that, electricity. We don't even notice things in our lives that we could not survive without, that we need to live. We don't care about that stuff because it's more convenient to complain about the things that, quite frankly, are dissatisfying. We are so entitled as a generation that we refuse in some instances to see these things. We will go out of our way to complain about an experience at a restaurant, ignoring the fact that you have the abundance of wealth to be able to afford to recreationally consume. So it's something that, as a Christian, if you are one, you really need to do a heart check. Go back through the last 7 days alone and review the conversations that you've had with people. Are they primarily positive or negative? Complaining or grateful? Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And so if you are seeing a consistently negatively tuned speech flowing out of your mouth, it's because there's a consistently negatively tuned heart that is programming it. That's what Scripture teaches us. And quite frankly, it used to be said that people don't like to listen to complainers. But that's clearly, as the internet will testify, is not the case. We love complaining. In fact, we elect people for their ability to complain more effectively. But it rots our souls from within. It's not healthy. And in the same way that we crave candy rather than vegetables, we crave this negativity rather than positivity. And it slowly just deteriorates and distorts our perspective over time. We need to be better, especially as Christians, but just as a basic human principle, we need to be better.